Okay, we're coming up to the big quit day. How are things going? For some of you, this may feel like you're studying for a big final exam and you're wondering how you're going to do. Your parents keep telling you, you'll do fine, but they're parents. That's what their job is. Well, your parents are right. Just like with the final exam, if you've studied hard for it, it's just a matter of settling in and taking the test. If you haven't studied as hard as you think you could or should have, don't worry. Just keep studying and you'll get there. These mindfulness skills aren't hard to learn. They just need to be practiced a lot so that they become your new habits and kick in more strongly than your old habit of smoking. Training your mind takes practice. And don't forget that playful curiosity. This too can be fun. One of the most important elements of learning a new skill well is trust or faith that you can do it. If this is so important, you might be asking yourself, well, why are you teaching it to me now and not at the beginning of the program? Well, here's why. In the medical field, we look at the evidence behind a treatment before we can say that it works. If you are getting a medication to lower your blood pressure, you want some evidence that shows that it actually does what it says it will. And medical researchers go out and do studies to provide this evidence. This is where the term evidence-based medicine comes from. For example, work by Dr. Judson Brewer, a psychiatrist, researcher, and mindfulness instructor at Yale University School of Medicine, showed that teaching mindfulness to people who wanted to quit smoking, the same type that you are getting in this program, was twice as effective as the leading treatment out there. So there is even an evidence base behind the type of training that you're getting. So where does faith and trust fit in with this? You see, we're not asking you to trust us or put blind faith into this training. We wanted you to collect evidence along the way. Each time you practice writing out a craving or do noting practice and see the results of these practices, you've been getting the evidence to show that this actually works for you. For you habitual doubters out there who might be looking back at your experiences and saying, well, it didn't work this time or that time, you have to be careful to separate going through the motions from actually doing the practice correctly. You might even stop and note right now, doubt to yourself. What does it feel like right now to be caught up by doubt or worry or skepticism versus noting doubt, worry, skepticism? Or what was it like when you've been caught up by anger versus just noting anger and not feeding it? And where does doubt get you anyway? Jan Martel wrote in the book The Life of Pi, to choose doubt as a philosophy of life is akin to choosing immobility as a means of transportation. That's right, doubt gets you nowhere and usually just makes things worse. It's hard to argue with yourself when evidence is staring you right in the face. So take a moment and reflect on all of the evidence you've accrued over this program. Look at it in as unbiased a manner as you can, seeing if emotions like fear or doubt are coming in and trying to get you to look at things a certain way. If you've been practicing, there should be quite a bit of it at this point. Now bring all of this evidence together to build your evidence-based faith for this program. And when doubt or skepticism comes up, first note these as doubt or skepticism, and then notice the difference when you note it. Then remind yourself that you've got a huge pile of evidence to base your faith on. You can do this. You just have to relax and keep doing it. So keep it up. Keep practicing and building the evidence-based faith. Note doubt when it arises, and notice the joy of letting go when you note it, comparing to being caught up in it. How about trying to see how many little moments today you can be mindful and curious by doing noting practice? Look out for that doubt, just noting it as doubt or worry. Waiting for your coffee to brew, walking from your house to your car to the bus, even using the bathroom. The poet James Stevens said, "Curiosity will conquer fear even more than bravery will." Have fun.